Hey beautiful Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. Alright, so we're going to be doing reading for the week, the last week and the last week of January and the first week of, oh, I'm already getting the hits that I need, and the first week of February. Now before I even started, I got the hit that you're still at an impasse for certain things. You're still like trying to figure something out. Something's still not completely clear for you. Let me see if I can back this up a little bit there. That's much better. I got a lot more room now. Okay, so let's put a beautiful candle there. I'm going to take the super attractors, and I'm going to take the spirit, I think it's called the Spirit Within Tarot. I haven't used this one in a long time. The reason I'm taking these cards is I feel, first of all, when I looked at this one, it's got a dark hue to it. It's like nighttime, and this is the Spirit Within, so it's about shadows. And I feel that there's something, because you feel there's something hidden from you still, we're going to take these cards to see if we can uncover it. Okay? Yeah. Thank you so much if it's your first time here. My name is Jane. I do readings for Pisces. I try to help spiritually Pisces pathways to open up, to be bigger and better, so that you have the power to move freely and happily with more answers that maybe you had before. Okay? So it's to empower you. So take what resonates. This may be something that you've already been through. I tell that often to my beautiful Pisces. Maybe you've already been down this road. But sometimes it's always good to have a reminder of how far you've come and how you got there. And if you haven't been down this road, well, welcome. And I hope that you leave with a little bit of insight. Great. You have the King of Wands, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Page of Wands. To me, indicating right there, there's the impasse. There's that moment of, what am I doing? There's something I'm not getting. It's because there's something you feel you're not receiving. You've taken the lead. You've decided, yeah, I'm going to do this. And for the first time, I've had this deck for I don't know how long. But look at his shirt and look at that shadow across it. I think it's the first time that I noticed that shadow. It's like half of you is open and the other half, and it's the part that's holding the light. That is the part that really, that's really tickling me pink, because it's the part that has the light shining above it, but yet you're still cast in shadow. So you have the power, the courage, and it's beautiful. That's wonderful. It's getting you somewhere, but you still feel a little bit blocked. But I'm happy to say by the end of the week, it's quite simple. It's quite simple. Pages are all about new ways of thinking. Imagine them, you young, full of life and looking for answers. You know that point in your life, if you're older, cool. If you're at this age, it's this, I don't know, it's you're getting into your own. You know, I would call them not child age. I would call them more like teenagers, you know, when you're in that space of about just becoming an adult, the one that's starting to make decisions on and doing things on their own for the first time. This very much feels like you overcoming. The throwing of the wand in the air is almost like not throwing caution to the wind, but throwing ideas up there to see what sticks. I feel like you're just like, I'm going to be a little bit impulsive. I'm going to be fearless. I'm going to have fun. And I'm going to be active and optimistic in the challenges that this is representing. So it's looking good. And this might be the simple answer to all of your problems. Just by letting go and letting God, as they say, to see if you take a chance if something good might happen. Okay? But we're going to get further insight. I pull cards for the week, and these are the cards that I use to help guide me through all of the readings. I'm going to pull them all. I've started doing this. And they're coming out quite quickly. Oh, I like Ten of Swords in the reverse. Or maybe not, I don't. Let's see. We'll see if I like it or not. We'll see if I like it or not, Pisces. Okay. Let's see what you can attract this week, Pisces. The cards are coming out quite easily, which is a great indication. Sorry, I just reading and it's kind of cool. Oh, these are so like aligned. It's nice. I like that. Yeah, I do like this Ten of Swords. Okay. So, I see a lot of themes, a lot of words came in, hopefully to come back as I'm going down. I see servitude. I see the end of stressful situations. I see the Fool energy of stopping to juggle and actually jump. I also see, let me see here. I also see a sense of feeling, stable within the self. And I also see of not counting your chickens before they hatch. Not being so worried about the future and thinking about it incessantly and actually just going with the flow of things. So there's a lot of good advice here. I'm going to go first with the first. We're going to look, the work that we're going to be doing at the beginning of the week is that with the Queen of Swords is telling me there's a lot of pondering. There's a lot of thinking. And of course, because of that, let's see, we have the Aquarius coming in, right? We had the Aquarius. We're still in that Aquarian new moon that is asking us or begging us to think a lot about things. But the Aquarian new moon can also help us not overthink, but also the Aquarian is about being of service to others. That is what they say. And it's that message is coming in here. So, okay. Don't think in terms on how to get something for yourself and the things that you do. Think in terms of how you can help the planet and everyone around you and everything that you're wishing for. In other words, success and money will come to you when you're authentically you, but it's in service of everything around you. Okay? So in other words, greed doesn't feed. Greed doesn't feed. Wow, that was good. Thank you. Okay, can I put that on a t-shirt and a slogan and make money? Greed doesn't feed. I just talked about being greedy. Yeah, I know. It's quirky sense of humor, you guys. Just go with it. So, it says, instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. So be aligned in the moment. Do what you can about planning the right now. I was talking about planning a trip. Sometimes thinking of the whole trip. If there's 4 or 5 days to plan, it gets to be like really big. But plan the next activity, the next moment. Write them down because you want them to gel together. And maybe you might have to look at it as a big picture. But you write it down. I'd like to do that on that day. And if you need to switch things up or rejig things, it's a lot easier of looking at it by a standpoint of the Queen of Swords. But just don't let the Queen of Swords bind you up in a ball and in a knot. so that you end up being the Page of Swords and talk yourself out of it. So the Queen of Swords is very smart lady. She knows how to organize a dinner party. So let her do her thing, but at the same time, don't worry too much about the future, and know that whatever you're doing right now, that's where you're supposed to be. You're aligned to the right now. See all of these beautiful things coming in? You're aligned right now. Okay? So day 2 is a spiritual message is what we go into. The Emperor is all about stability. It's about authority. It's about structure. It's about routine. It's about wisdom, good decision making. Okay? But they're reminding you that in the stability that you're longing for, and this would be something here. This is where that's blocking you. Sometimes stability, or especially the Emperor, he's so grounded and tied to the ground that he can't get up to look around to see above anything. He can't fly, and you're in the Aquarian energy right now, which is all about flight and air and movement. And if you're too grounded, you're going to stay stuck. So it says, the universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love, and there's a feather. I mean, fly, Aquarian, It's like charades for dummies for me. Sorry. Again, funny, but I mean, it's obvious when you look at it, right? People say don't see the signs. Ta-da! And there's even little magic things around it saying, look, if you fly, you'll get further. So take the time and fly. Okay, so there you go. Next up, your block, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, taking it too far. For me, the King of Swords is my king of all the mind and not no heart, but he's not really focused on the heart. Okay, so the Aquarian energy, I always have a hard time with Aquarian energy, just like you. My father was Aquarius. My father thought a lot of himself. But he wasn't always the nicest person in the world. He was quite rude. So he didn't bring a lot of joy into people's lives. And that was just him. That's my experience with my father. But I have a hard time because because they're very innovative. They have grand ideas, but the heart part of being compassionate and mindful with words and stuff is sometimes the part that really caused a lot of friction and problems. You are Pisces. You're an emotional component. Please make sure that you make joy a priority in your life. Like I said, these are all like master energies. Remember, you're having a hard time with the feminine reception. These are male. This is the masculine energy coming in of action, not of receiving. Make sure that you keep your receiver open. And I'm talking to my beautiful men on this channel as well. Okay? And I'm talking to all the ladies who have a lot of masculine energies, such as myself. Okay? Let that feminine energy come in and give you insight. Now, I'm not talking about being mushy. I'm talking about connecting to what brings you joy. And you can sit there and go, I like that. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. I like that better than that. And they're offering me something that doesn't bring me joy, but I might settle. No, do not settle. Okay? It's either you have to find a way to let it in or find a different way. There's really no option there, because you're going to need to open yourself up this year to love and joy, because that's the only way you can be authentically you, that you can settle into your energy. How you connect to spirit is through love and joy and contentment. Overthinking, overcluttering, all of that stuff, that doesn't cut it. Okay? Doesn't cut it. Aha, another joke. Okay, laughter. Laughter is a good way of navigating through the Aquarian energy, okay? Having dealt with an Aquarian, because I have the personal experience, he was very funny. We connected on comedy and laughter. So if you're having a hard time with either an Aquarian or Aquarian energy, laughter is the best, and that's probably why suddenly I'm attacked with a funny bone today. Okay. Next up is your past Two of Pentacles. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. I can trust the universe. This is the Fool. This is the one jumping off the cliff. No more juggling. No more adapting. Time to move into that energy. In the past, you adapted. It is in reverse. That time is done. Now is the time to jump in. Follow your star, follow your genuine, all that beautiful heart green energy. Okay? Beautiful. Follow that beautiful, beautiful energy. Next up, your magic 10 of swords. Beautiful position to be in. When I introduce joy, notice how joy keeps coming back in. Realign with love, joy. To a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. Okay, the ending is here. Endings are hard. Does this guy look happy to you? No. We are done with that. It's in reverse. We are done with that feeling of the worst has happened and now I'm at the end. I've hit rock bottom, and it now is the opportunity to start again. Okay? So you've passed that hump. It's time to start again. The beautiful Fool coming in. Make sure that joy is your co-pilot. Love is your constant partner. And I know for some, they're saying, I don't know if I'll ever love again. I don't know if I'll ever feel joy again. Look. Sometimes you can't find it for people. Sometimes you have to find it for things. Sometimes you have to find it for moments. Cultivate those. Okay? Cultivate those. Cultivate it for a flower, for a plant, for a song, for a game, for a book, for a needlepoint, for a quilt, a yarn, a laughter, a friend, and work it from there. You have to move out of the past to go into your future, your present moment, actually. And the last card is the Two of Wands. And wanting more for others puts me into the energy of abundance. And that's when the Aquarian energy really comes. To be of service to others. I've heard this title before. The one thing is that my father was very good at being like he was a guard for security at a building. He would greet people in the morning. He was very good at it. He felt very important being the guard for all of these people. He took it very seriously. If there was an accident, my father was the first one as a first responder. My father loved being of service to others. It made him feel good. It gave him a sense of validation. As complex as he was, this part of him I know. So, in your energy of moving forward, and since my father's birthday was yesterday, I'm going to leave you with this as a guidance from him. Anything that you do going forward, it's important to be of the self, because I'm hearing two things. You're thinking, I want to make myself happy, and this would be what the block is. I want to make myself happy. Everybody wants to have money, success, etc. But that part of life is not, is only going to serve you so much. I don't know. I feel it's you're only as good as your actions, really, towards the life around you, or environment, the people you love. In the end, do you want to be successful and alone, or do you want to be successful and feel good about your success and everything that you've done? Did you give back? Did you give back to people? Did you give back to someone? And it's really about servitude here, but not of servitude in sacrifice. And I feel that's the thing. Some of us may have felt like we've sacrificed so much, but it's doing it without sacrificing the self. In this case, I'll give you an example of myself. I'm doing something that I want, and it does give back to me monetarily, but it isn't the primary, because I don't make millions here. I could spin a weave or really tap in, and I'm not dissing any of the Sylvia Browns of the world, but I mean, you could really, spin it. And I've never felt the need to. I don't want to. I was told right from the beginning, I'm here to serve others. You are here to grab a meaning from this and empower yourself so that you can go out there and be the best you can be for others. I told you a long time ago that by being your best self, you give of yourself to others and you become a shining example. Just don't forget that. Don't do it for the things that we may have been thought, you know, to be just a superstar and people will adore me. It's in any case, that kind of feeling is almost subjective of something, of conditions that something was missing within you, especially growing up. You didn't find that adoration somewhere. You didn't get that stability from the emperor, from the father, right? Or the mother. So look deeper in those to try to fix them so that you don't crave that attention. And then do something that will serve you, make you feel good to be alive. When you wake up, put your feet on the floor and go, I helped somebody today. I'm pretty sure I did. I felt good. I empowered somebody. And I made money at it, which is bonus. Okay? So if you're doing anything career-wise, and even if it's not career-wise, live every day that you don't feel that you've, I don't know, run over somebody, you know, with energy, or made somebody feel less than. You know, all these beautiful people, these celebrities, I'm not naming names, but the ones who just like have perfect pictures all the time. They're craving the attention, but sometimes there's bigger problems that happen for that. The people who watch them, especially the impressionable young minds, they think that they're imperfect somehow. So be careful. Be careful with everything you do. I'm not saying that you're responsible for how the world lives their lives. Ultimately, even when I do these readings, some people will take it wrong. And I've chosen that everybody is responsible for their own actions. My messages, as far as I'm concerned, are all about empowerment, and they're very clear. Live within yourself. See what is there. Deal with it. And walk forward in power for yourself. Find the answers you need and be all that you can be. Sometimes there's some people that just are not ready to be saved. They're not ready to save themselves. And that's okay. That's their journey. You have to let go. You can't take responsibility for everyone. But isn't it great if you come out with the best of intentions on how, and you know within your heart, you feel the joy and the love, and you think, this will be helping people, this will help people, and you've really thought it through. What a much nicer world this would be. So this is all about this. We're going to help you look through it. Maybe through the readings this week, you'll get some answers on how to open up these doors for yourself, how to be in a receptive mode, how to get forward. But we'll get you through this impasse for sure. And on into February. Power month, February. Anyway, my beautiful Pisces, that's it for today. I'm going to send you love, light, and blessings, and I will see you later tomorrow for the first 2 readings. Take care.